Welcome back. It's time for a Rabe review. Okay, up first is a new documentary that I didn't know I needed in my life, but when I started watching, I was glued to my TV. It is so good. It's Martha. Yeah, Martha Stewart has a new documentary on Netflix which tries to encapsulate the amazing life of Martha Stewart in less than 2 hours. Okay, so in my opinion, this needed to be a 3-part docuseries. I wanted more. Okay, I'm not saying I was a huge Martha fan before, but learning about somebody's life and how they became the first female self-made billionaire, I was like, I want to know more. Okay, I learned so much I didn't know about her, and dare I say I did gain some respect for her as well, okay? This is a side of Martha we rarely see. She talks about things from her past that I didn't know and I didn't think she would talk about. And yes, she agreed to this documentary, but more on that in a minute after you watch this trailer for Martha.
What does it mean to be the first female self-made billionaire in American history?
If there was ever the original influencer, it's Martha.
The hardest thing is to retain cultural relevance as an older woman, and she's done it.
I was considered crazy, but it worked.
She was preposterously perfect.
Perfect little pattern.
Perfect. Things look fabulous, but are they?
I had to climb out of a hole.
I am free. No ankle bracelet.
You expected her to do something soft, but she went the other way.
Smoking on Kush in a hot car.
What is more important, a marriage or a career?
You tell me.
I don't know. The cookie cutter house and the cookie cutter life was not for me. I have 2 mottos: learn something new every day, and when you're through changing, you're through. I could have just been a miserable has-been housewife, but I didn't let that happen to myself. And I'm so happy I didn't.
Guys, I could not stop watching this. I was riveted, and I didn't really care about Martha Stewart before. And she was the original influencer before social media. So she's telling these stories from her past, some shocking admissions that I did not know about. Okay, so with that being said, she agreed to this. But let me tell you, Martha ain't happy with the documentary, okay? Can I just read something to you real fast? Look at this. Martha said, "Those last scenes with me looking like a lonely old lady walking hunched over in the garden, boy, I told him to get rid of those, and he refused. I hate those last scenes." She also talks in this quote about giving so many archived videos and photos and telling him which music to use, and he refused, and she's mad at this documentary filmmaker because she gave him everything, and then she thinks they focus too much on the trial, which the second half does focus a lot on the trial. I was more fascinated with her early life with her family, why she is the way she is. A funny quote in this is asking her why she didn't have a long-lasting relationship, and she's like, because I don't talk about my feelings. And they're like, you don't talk about your feelings with anybody? She's like, no. I was like, well, Martha, okay. And then I don't want to spoil anything, but I will say, Martha Stewart ain't all innocent. Something happens on her honeymoon, which I'll just say, watch that. If you want to know what happened on the honeymoon, just watch this. Talks about her first husband, and he had the girlfriend, and Martha wanted to make it work, and she actually turned over letters that she wrote to her ex during the time of almost being separated when she found out about the affair, and I'm like, I cannot believe she let those be shown. And I was like, whoa, this is very, very personal. Again, I think it should have been 3 parts. It was not long enough. They kind of skipped over the middle part, and the trial, I mean, we get it. I will say this, though. I never thought I would say this. I am questioning the motives of the, FBI or the people who went after her, because when you watch this, you're like, this was a witch hunt. And it's like, I kind of am on Martha Stewart's side now. I'm just saying. Yeah, she had powerful friends, but I don't know if there was insider trading. That's my opinion. Don't take me to court. Okay. That is playing right now on Netflix. It is so good, guys. You will not regret watching this. Okay, up next, Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2 is coming out this Sunday, November 10th on Paramount Network. But guess what? The gang is back without Kevin Costner as he has moved on to other projects. But that's not to say there won't be more Dutton family fighting as Beth and Jamie go to war. Take a look at this.
Everyone's forgotten who runs this valley. Time to remind them.
Our family legacy is this ranch.
And I'm a protector of my life.
Bold lions.
lions die in the jaws of younger lions, and you are the younger lion.
This knife, where's my blood? This knife, where's mine? We were brothers now. So we getting in this fight? We can figure out who to fight and how to fight them.
You destroy me, you destroy yourself.
I took all the risk, and I took it for you.
This war's just beginning.
The only thing left to do is to kill as much as you can before they kill you.
Don't miss the epic return of Yellowstone, premiering Sunday, November 10th at 8. Only.
Yeah, okay. Now, by the way, there are mixed reports on how many episodes will be in this season 5 part 2. One report has 5 episodes. I think the producer wanted 6. We shall see. But this final part of Yellowstone will air this Sunday on Paramount Network. Okay, quickly, I just want to tell you, too, about I laughed out loud yesterday. The worst kept secret in Hollywood, Paris Hilton, Nicole Richie, working together again with a Simple Life reboot from years and years ago. Well, they released a first trailer for this it's only 3 parts, which I'm sad about, only 3-part series. It dropped, I was at my desk, I laughed so loud. If you know, you know. Take a look.
Sorry, can you hold for a sec?
Something's not right.
I think it's the words.
It's definitely the words.
It's the words.
The words.
Hi, can you try it again, please? But this time, only use the word sanasa.
Sanasa?
Sanasa.
Sanasa.
Sanasa. That's hot. We're really good at this.
Yeah, guys, all 3 episodes drop on Peacock on December 12th. I'm obsessed because sana. If you know, you know. If you watch the original, if you know Paris and Nicole. I'm glad they're back, and I'm glad they're friends again. And then finally, guess what? The Masked Singer is finally back tonight because last week we couldn't because of the World Series, but The Masked Singer is back tonight. It's an all-new night with a new theme. It's 60s night, and guess what? The Ding Dong Leave It On bell is coming back. Take a look at this real fast.
November 6th, 60s night is here.
It's double elimination night.
Whose mask will come off? And just how many will go home?
The Ding Dong Keep It On bell is back in play.
Right now, I want to ring the bell.
Time to pull out all the stops.
And they call the rising sun.
I don't know what to do.
All new Masked Singer, followed by The Floor, November 6th on Fox.
That's tonight. Make sure you check that out. And then in some TV news, just to let you know, too, that Josh and Heather Altman are leaving $1 Million Listing LA over a decade on the show. I just have been recently catching up. I do like them on the show. They are leaving, so I don't know who they're going to get to replace this iconic figure. Also, Teddy Mellencamp of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is filing for divorce from her husband, Edwin, kind of out of the blue. That's kind of shocking, guys. All right, so much great TV news and excitement. Don't go anywhere. So much more fun on Unscripted right after this.